Hi, I'm DisgruntledCody, and you're watching The Phantom Pain. So to kind of give a preface, I lost the footage for episodes 3, 4, and 5 because I'm an idiot and I deleted it all before it was ready. So I am doing this all again, so where I'm at right now is where I believe we were at the end of episode 2, where I cut it off, so we're just gonna jump right back into it. This was after the explosion from the tank that was trying to run into Ghost Volgan, and the explosion knocked Snake on his ass, so here's continuing. Oh, I turned it down way low. So I'm just kind of sad that I won't be able to give my genuine reactions again, because I have to redo this. Alright, so I wonder what happens if I don't shoot, so I'm not gonna shoot. Nothing happens, alright. So that happens regardless. Awesome.
Get in!
Oh yeah, I also turned subtitles on last time I recorded, which you will see in episode... Well, I don't know what episode it'll be. So I probably won't dick around in Mother Base as much. So yeah, I mentioned last time how I was thinking that Ishmael is sort of an extension of Snake because he's driving with his left arm or his right arm instead of his left, or both. Ishmael is dead. Mention how that can't be good for Snake. Now you'll see here Ishmael's not there at all. So that makes me question his existence entirely. Which also leads me to how the crap did Snake get there if Ishmael wasn't real? I really don't know. This entire sequence is completely confusing. I don't understand. At this point I said Psycho Mantis Y for like the 7 millionth time. I told Kojima he's gone too far with the Moby Dick references. Oh, speaking of Kojima, I saw something right after when... Oh, I'll tell you in a second.
Get on! I'm on your side!
We need to talk to Ocelot.
Hurry! Hurry! Hang on!
Anyway, after the segment that Ghost Vulcan first showed up at,
Shoot him!
uh,
Watch for an opening!
was there was a poster for the Ground Zeroes on the wall. It's super tiny and not noticeable, but it's there.
Watch for an opening! Watch for an opening!
This segment's super scary. I don't like it. I blame Vulcan. So there's a side objective to complete this segment without getting hit, and I'm pretty sure I've already failed that.
Don't let him attack! Now! You get him?
No.
We shook him off.
I said originally I wouldn't count on it. Fire, I see it. Good shit. Alright, we need it. S rank? I did worse than I did the first time. Are you serious? Wow. I guess it's because I did it a lot quicker, because I was skipping cutscenes and all that. Alright. So I have a ton of heroism now because I was doing all the other things.
name's Ocelot. Big boss. You know who I am. A certain man gave me a job to do. Two, actually. First was to get you out of that hospital. Second was to rescue the man himself. You remember? Your partner 9 years ago, Kazuhira Miller. 9 years back, your private army came under attack by Cypher. You were considered dead. Until today, that is, when Cypher found you. And it's not just them. The whole world wants you dead. You'll have to join up with Miller. Build that private army of yours one more time. It's your only chance.
This way I said, fine.
First, we need to save Miller. He's in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
What, you can't keep up with world affairs in a coma? 4 years ago, the Soviets invaded Afghanistan. The Muslims are fighting back with Western support. Miller was training Mujahideen rebels when he was captured by the Soviets. Red's 40th Army. Troop strength somewhere around 100,000. The squad holding Miller set off near the Pakistan border yesterday. Now, in 3 days, they'll reach the Soviet garrison. They'll be interrogated for a few more days. It's off to a lager. Or left to rot in a ditch on Afghan soil. I give him 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
The job didn't mean anything to Miller. We only took it on to keep you safe. Well, there's our ride. It's a whaling ship. Had a pretty good deal on her once the IWC started raising a stink. Now it's 7 days to Port Qasim, another 3 overland. So we won't have much time once we're there. Don't take too long getting used to your new self. Hang on.
Alright, so what's likely going to happen is it's probably going to kick me back out to the helicopter ACC. Or might just plant me back into the first mission again. Well, I might, I don't know. We shall see. I find it weird that initially Snake's arm is missing its little finger. Alright, yeah. Yep, it kicked me back out. Alright. So you won't see all of this until...
Please select a mission.
Wow. Yeah. Anyway, this is how far I got. You'll see these three in the next couple of episodes, but right now we're going to do this. I will not use my sneaking suit. I'll use what was used originally for the mission, which was this. Alright.
Deploying.
At least I think those were the clothes I was using the first time. I don't remember.
The area ahead is under total Soviet control. Miller's been captive for 10 days. Not much time left.
Weather will clear shortly.
Storm's passing.
I see a diamond up there.
Getting used to it? After 9 years on ice, solo infiltration of the Soviet main ground forces. Should be the perfect one. Kazuhira Miller is
Alright, one thing I just want to quickly say is originally, like in the last time I recorded this, when Ocelot hands Snake his iDroid, I mentioned how it would have been better storytelling wise and all that to keep consistency if like the iDroid wasn't in Ground Zeroes, that it made its debut in this game. But, you know, that's just me. Alright.
being held in Darwin Dayhart to the north. Check its location now. Take out your iDroid. You see Wandy on the map? That's where they're keeping Miller. Only problem is we don't know his exact location. Finding it is your first priority.
He's like right here.
Got your binoculars? Or should I say, in scope? See the village? Straight ahead?
Oh, did the diamonds respawn?
Alright, that's the village. If you see something through the binoculars and you need more information, just give me a call. I'll tell you anything I can about it. That's Violo Village. The Violo Calais. The villagers fled the war and evacuated a while back. Since then, it's become a base for the Soviets' 40th Army. A few days ago, Miller was taken through there, en route towards Darwin Dayhart. You may be able to pick up the trail there. It's worth a shot. Put a marker on it so you don't lose track of where it is. Good.
Marker placed.
Now you won't have to worry about getting lost along the way. You can't have much left in him. I give him 3 days, tops. If we fail, he dies. We lose our chance of revenge. We need more intel. If you just go charging into Doandehar, you'll be putting both your lives at risk. See what you can find out first. The Soviets have other outposts, not just the one you saw. Afghanistan is a big place. I expect you'll become quite familiar with those binoculars as you plan your next move. How and where you make it, well, that's up to you. From here on out, you're on your own. You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield. That's why you have to handle this mission yourself. Put those 9 years behind you, and return as Big Boss. That's how Cos would want it. I'll be sending additional intel by radio. Stay sharp. Not one of Miller's bodyguards survived. And they were good. All we found on the scene were their corpses and knees. They'll be missing them. And you're his only hope of getting them back. Now go! Let the legend come back to life.
Nah. Alright. So I'm gonna try to do this exactly the same as I did last time. So the way I did do it last time, I circled around to the left. Yeah. I went to about went to about where that plateau is, like that plateau right there. And I snuck around the side. I piddle farted around until the sun went down.
You're almost at the enemy outpost, Vialo Village. The village is crawling with enemy soldiers. Don't just go waltzing in. Start with some recon. Is there anywhere that overlooks the village?
I kept trying to climb onto this plateau, and that's not possible. It's not true. It's not possible. This golden crescent freaked me out initially. I'm like, what is that? It's a plant. It's actually a really useful plant.
That's a type of medicinal plant. Bring it back to base. It's sure to be useful sometime.
And then I kept constantly making fun of the way Ocelot said medicinal. I was like, medicinal marijuana? And then I said, don't do drugs, kids. Just really don't do drugs.
How about it? Can you see the village from there? Use the binoculars to recon the place.
Use the boost to get through. Alright. So it looks like the materials in this level have respawned.
Look at where the enemies are stationed. Look at their gear. Take it all in. There should be a command post somewhere. See any buildings with tighter security? If there are clues to Miller's whereabouts, I'll bet you can find them in there.
Initially, when I did this mission, I was having a hard time finding the enemies, and it freaked me out. There should be a guard standing out front, which I can't see from here.
A parabolic antenna. There could be intel files of some kind in there.
There are.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Medicinal marijuana. Alright. Might be able to get a view of the other guy from here. Not quite. Alright, so that other guy's going over there. There's the other guy. Alright, now I'm gonna take this guy out. There we go.
Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight.
Although I'm fairly sure nobody's gonna come this way. I'll have the Fulton option even though I haven't done that yet. Well, I have done it, but like, not in story. Wait, is that a diamond? I will take it.
That's a rough diamond. Good find. It'll fetch a high price.
I also did that too. I stood up when I meant to get on my stomach and crawl. Got him. I don't know where to put this guy. I'll put him like right here. Sorry, I put him last time. Thank you. The sound of that fire freaked me out a little bit.
Those materials are already processed. They should come in handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them?
To your destination.
Посмотришь, что будет зимой, молодой. Холодно, как нигде на земле. Я морозный аж друг. С ним душман живется круто. Я вырос в Крыму. Ты из Долотус? Совершенно разные места. Кроме того, я наконец-то вижу почву. Я уже не дождусь. Ладно, увидимся.
So yeah, initially I couldn't understand what those guys were saying because, oops. Because, at that time I didn't have a Russian interpreter. I'm just knocking everything over. Alright, take the intel file.
Intel
So you picked up an intel file.
arrived.
Now we know where Miller is. I'm marking it on your iDroid.
The map has been updated.
Alright. Let's get out of here. This is a silly place. Yeah, alright. So, we're gonna make our way to Hyundai. I don't know if that's actually how you say it.
Planning to walk the whole wilderness on foot? Use your horse.
I'm getting to my horse. I know how to call it.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
See, I'm at my horse. Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. Alright, so I need to remember how I did this. Let's see. Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. Give it away. He's just like raisins. Sweet lemonade. Sweet, sweet lemonade. The song is weird. Kind of scared to go through here.
There's a Soviet guard post. They're bound to be guards. Take a look with your binoculars. Put the enemy in the center of your field of view.
Yep. Oh yeah, there are a ton of guards. Let's not go this way. This way is silly. Looking at things on Twitter, on Twitter. Alright. So I want to go around over here. I really wish I remember, or I wish I didn't delete that footage. It's so much more interesting because it's my initial reactions to everything. Like, there's a part a little later on, after I rescue Miller, that's quite freaky. It made me all freaked out and stuff. Here's another guard outpost. There's a guy, and that's the only guy. Oh, nope, the other guy just spawned in. There's another guy. There's more guy. Alright, so the way I'm gonna do this is I'm going to
Sun will set shortly.
run around the side and behind the back. Over here. Because that is how you say we do. Alright. We're approaching Nirvana. No. We're approaching our objective. And before we get there, we're going to get a good outlook and we're going to scope the scene. Ooh, Golden Crescent. Yeah. If he hasn't said it yet, Golden Crescent is used to make stronger tranquilizer rounds, which is something we desperately want. Because all stealth and no kills makes Metal Gear a fun game. There appears to be a diamond over here.
You've reached one day. They've got Miller locked up in that town. Check your eyes, Roy, for his location.
I know where he's
I hope
at.
to hell he's all right. He's not your average client.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Hey, gonna get some more extractions.